Looking for some movies to match your Brat Summer? Here are 5 that have been personally selected by our mysterious founder. They come from all over the world and all different eras, but we guarantee they all have a true Brat vibe you won't want to miss. There's a Czech new wave staple, a Japanese handmade horror comedy, a French new wave essential, a giallo classic, and a noughties comic book film. Let's check them out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Daisies. This film might have been made in 1966, but it doesn't get any more Brat than this. Directed by a fashion model, Vera Chitolova, this film is considered to be both a milestone of the Czech New Wave and a standout of feminist cinema. It's wild and visual, featuring 2 female leads who decide all the world is spoiled, and they should be spoiled too. It's a satire about bourgeois decadence that actually celebrates a positive, unique approach to life. Oh, and it was banned by the communist government when it came out. We bet you'll agree these girls are the original Brats.
House.
Directed by a Japanese horror icon, Nobuhiko Obayashi. This film was released in 1977, but it still holds up today. When a schoolgirl hears her aunt is ill, she travels to her house in the Japanese countryside, taking 6 of her school friends with her. It's not long before they realize the house is haunted. Literally. The house itself starts picking them off one by one in the most outlandish ways possible. The handmade visual effects makes this unlike any horror movie you'll see today, and has just the right attitude. Cleo from 5 to 7. Cleo from 5 to 7 is a sophomore film of iconic French New Wave director Agnès Varda. It follows Cleo, a pretty arrogant pop star, as she wanders through Paris in 1962 between 5 and 7 o'clock in the afternoon, as she anxiously waits for the results of a cancer biopsy. Along the way, we meet her lover, her collaborators, her friends, and a chance meeting with a new love interest. Even though this film was made over 60 years ago, the only thing that's changed is the style of the music. The performers are all still the same. Suspiria. Here's another film from a horror icon. This time, it's Italian director Dario Argento. This 1977 movie follows the great Jessica Harper as she arrives in Germany to attend a prestigious ballet school, but she's smart enough to quickly figure out that something is horribly wrong. Then, her classmates start to go missing. This film is drenched in moody primary colors as much as blood, and features an iconic and terrifying score by Goblin that will keep you awake. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. This 2010 movie from Baby Driver and Shaun of the Dead director Edgar Wright was based on the graphic novel series Scott Pilgrim by Brian Lee O'Malley, and you can feel it. No other film feels more like a moving comic book than this one. It's all about Scott Pilgrim, obviously, who's played by the iconic Michael Cera. He falls in love with Ramona Flowers on sight. Of course he does. She's played by Mary Elizabeth Winstead, after all. But he doesn't know that she has 7 evil exes he'll need to fight if he wants her in his life.
We all have baggage. Yeah, well, my baggage doesn't try and kill me every 5 minutes.
It's Toronto. Canada's setting is filled with video game and comic book imagery, and an indie rock soundtrack by famous musicians, often performed by cast members. If you haven't realized by now, it would have slotted right into the Brat era.
Bread make you fat?
These films are available on streaming sites. Check Criterion Channel, BFI Player, Apple TV, Prime Video and others. Tell us your Brat Summer film in the comments. Want more? Click here.
How's that for a slice of fried gold?